All right, so we're going to take a quick look at how to use the Microsoft Word Reference Manager. It's pretty easy. Not as automatic as Mendeley and Zotero, but it is for sure you're always going to get the information you want. Occasionally, PDFs aren't saved with the correct information, or it's not in the right format, and so Mendeley and Zotero can get the reference wrong. With the Microsoft Word one, it's always going to be right, but it is more time intensive. So, it's up to you. Okay, so we're going to be citing this article here. Oh, look. That's a familiar author. Go to References, and then you're going to go to Manage Sources. Click on that, and then here you go. If you have a bunch of things you've added into your computer already, they're going to be over here in this side, and you can just click on it and add it to the current, it's the other way around. This is your master list over here. This is where ones that you've already added in are going to be. You click on it, and you can put it over into the current paper that you're working on. This is a new computer for me, so I don't have anything in here. My old computer has tons of papers, and so that I'm gonna see if I can move those over. But whatever the case is, if you're adding a new one, you're gonna click on New, and the first thing you want to do is change the type of source. So you want to change it from a book to a journal article. I mean, unless it's a book that you're citing, and then leave it as a book. The reason why you do this is it prompts you on different things that you need for different citations. So author, title, year, city, publisher for a book. For a journal article, author, title, journal name, year, and pages. These are all the things that you're going to need to cite a journal article. So what you're going to do here, it tells you down here how you're going to fill it out, which is last name. They tell you to put in the first name, but really you don't have to. APA style, you're just citing first initials anyway. So what you're going to do over here, there's this entire author list. So we're going to type Patton, comma, K space J, semicolon, Greer, comma, K, semicolon, Likens, comma, AD, semicolon, Amazine, comma, E space L, semicolon, Amazine, comma, P space G. You'll notice that over here there's an ampersand for the last person. Don't do that here. It's going to add it in on its own. You can check this box if it's a corporate author, like if you're getting something from the Center for Disease Control or something like that. You can click that and put it in as they're the author, instead of having to put in something like this, because if you put in Centers for Disease Control, it might think that some of those are parts of a name. So you want to check the corporate author box. Okay, the title. Here's the thing about titles in the reference section. Don't capitalize them like you would a book. Like all the things you've learned throughout all of your schooling, how you capitalize, what words you capitalize. You actually don't do that with articles. You only capitalize the first word, the trajectory of thought, colon, and then the word after the colon. So heavy-tailed distributions in memory promote efficiency. Okay, great. Memory foraging might be necessary to have. Okay, journal article. You're going to look down here. For this one, it's memory and cognition. This you can capitalize like you do a book. The year, you should find it right here. So this is the volume, this is the pages, and this is the year. So 2020 pages, 772 to 87. And now you do need the volume and the issue number when you're doing a journal, but they don't have that up here. So you need to click on this box right here, show all bibliography fields, and go down to volume and issue. Not every journal in the modern time has a volume and an issue. Some of them don't have either one. So online journals don't have a volume and an issue. Just leave it out. This one only has a volume. Or is it an issue? This one only has an issue. Well, if they only have one, it's an issue, not a volume. Some of them will have a volume and an issue. So in this case, there's only one number here. So it's an issue. I'm going to place it right here. That's all I need to do. So now I can click OK. Here's the citation. This is what it's going to look like in the bibliography. Patton, comma, K. And see, they've added in periods where they need to go. They've added in the ampersand where it needs to go. Parentheses, italics. Looks great. Okay, and you're done. If you have another one to add, click New and add it. Just exactly the same way. Okay, so how do you use this now that you're done? I'll show you. You will go humans use levy-like foraging patterns to move about their internal cognitive world. And then I want to cite something. So I'll go to Insert Citation, and then it's just going to have a list that you can click on. Boom. Cited. All right. There you go. Now, what happens when you need a reference list? You click on bibliography right here. You click references. Boom. There's a references page. You're going to need to do some changes here. Like, first of all, references should be the same size as everything else. It should also be the same color as everything else, and it should be centered. But now it's ready to go. There's your references list. Should be on its own page, of course, but that's easy enough to do. If you did click too early and you didn't put it in the right place, you can go to Insert. There it is. Page break. I guess you can't be half screen. So Insert and then Page break. And now my references are on their own page. And I've referenced my paper. Remember to put your punctuation after the citation, and the citation comes where the information should go. So a lot of times that's at the end of the sentence, but sometimes you're saying multiple things. So like, what if I was saying humans use levy-like foraging patterns to move about their internal cognitive world, except in the case of jumping on a trampoline. I have no idea if that's true. It's probably not, but there. That's what you do to cite that. So you put this where the information is. This citation then goes with this information right before it, except in the case of jumping on a trampoline. And then I've got this other one here for Griggs 2012. No idea who Griggs is. And again, I don't think it's true that you don't move in a levy-like pattern when you're jumping on a trampoline. I don't know. Maybe it is. I have no idea. Well, I don't know what it looks like to jump on a trampoline mathematically. Anyway, that's how you use this. I think that pretty much covers everything that you need to know for the reference manager. You can change the style of references if necessary. So if you need to go from, oh, they don't have the medical one as a standard. You can do APA, You can download other citation styles. So you can download American Medical Association if that's what you need to put it in. I think Chicago has an updated edition. APA actually has an updated edition to the 7th edition. So you can download all these from Microsoft. Here's the thing. In my class, if you do everything in the 6th edition, I'm not going to count off for it. If you do it in the 7th edition, I'm not going to count off for it. So you can be right in two ways. If you're submitting it to a journal, they're probably going to have the same feeling, although you should try to update it to the 7th edition. So, and then AMA, like I said, that doesn't exist on here. So you'd need to download that if you're submitting to, let's say, like a medical journal that uses AMA, American Medical Association standards. It's very similar to APA, except instead of using the name and the year, I think it's just a number. So if you click on the style of citation, it would look a lot different. Okay, that's it. That's everything you need to know. Now you know how to use the Microsoft Reference Manager.